Hey guys, this is the Lovin Abu Dhabi show. It's a little bit different today because we're coming live from the Lovin studio in Dubai. And today you're with me, the host of the Lovin Dubai show, but I'm stepping in along with Saima.
Hi guys, that's Saima. Get familiar with my face. You'll probably see me a lot often.
Yeah, you're used to Lena, Nude, and
Yeah.
Abby, but Lovin has a bigger team working around the
Yes.
country. And today we're talking all things Abu Dhabi. We're going to talk about Khabib and the really sweet act we saw online this week.
And we're also going to talk about Diljit Dosanjh, probably the concert of the year in Abu Dhabi. And I'm still reeling under the fact that I missed it.
I didn't even know too much about Diljit, and I'm still reeling about the fact that I
You'll get
missed
to know a
it.
lot today on the show because I'm a big fan, and we're going to talk about how big it became for the city and how, there was so much buzz around the city.
It was headlines all
Yeah.
day. Also, news that broke this week about fees with a max hike of 15%. It turned out not to be true, but we have the accurate information on school fees in Abu Dhabi.
And of course, there's a super cool thing coming in Abu Dhabi called Movies in Concert. Imagine you're watching a movie, but you're also a part of the concert. We're going to tell you more about it. It's coming really soon. Super excited about that.
So, my vibe. But let's kick it off with what, Saima, putting it to you.
Yes.
Diljit Dosanjh, headlines everywhere, happened in Abu Dhabi last weekend. Was it the concert of the year?
Well, a lot of people may not like this, but I think the concert of the year is next year, which is Coldplay.
Yeah.
which is
Facts.
which is again
Absolutely
Abu
facts.
Dhabi. But yeah, Diljit Dosanjh was huge. Like everyone was trying to get in. I couldn't get tickets. I tried. And when I saw the pictures, I was very happy to see Abu Dhabi embrace different cultures. People from different, people from all across the world are coming, performing. It's really, our city has become a cultural hub, right?
And bringing in like incredible concerts that hit a certain target audience.
Yes.
And with Diljit Dosanjh, I wasn't aware of the ticket selling hype. So maybe if you were, it was only when he started posting the videos of arriving in Abu Dhabi and I saw the reaction online and I was like, okay, something big is happening.
So Dosanjh's story is incredible. He's a big Punjabi. Punjabi is a commonly spoken language in India. He is so he's come from the villages. The village. He's come from the rustic side of India, and he's risen from a very humble background. So he's known for his music, but he's also known for his personal story. That's why a lot of people are inspired by him, and that's why they rush to see his concerts. So he's on a world tour right now. So there were some really big concerts in Europe. There were big concerts in Australia, New Zealand. Abu Dhabi was a part of it. So when the tickets were announced, they were literally off the shelf in 2 days,
Gone.
probably less than that. And then, of course, as always, there's this big market, the underbelly, where the tickets were selling for 3x, 4x the price. Was it worth it? I would say yes, it was worth it, because for those who paid that much were really, really happy to see that star perform. And also, I really like the fact that Diljit and Abu Dhabi were a good combination. He visited the mosque. The video is stunning. So Sikhs wear a turban. He did a traditional Emirati outfit for the mosque, and he wore the turban in a very different way, which is really nice to see. So I like how different cultures come together, celebration of music. I think that's probably what the city is kind of. I mean, it's becoming like the signature style of Abu Dhabi.
So true. And from the thousands of people that did get tickets, sorry you didn't.
I didn't.
But I'm sure you saw snippets online. And what do you think was like the overall sense of the energy after the show?
A little bit of a mixed bag, Casey. I think when you go in with a lot of expectations, you've bought tickets, it's been months. Some people loved it, but some people were overwhelmed with the crowd, and that happens because there were just too many people. You can't see the person you like. And also, unfortunate truth about concerts is that there's there's a nasty part of concerts is that when human beings come together in large numbers, they leave behind a lot of plastic waste.
Humans are the worst.
Yes. Beautiful concerts, beautiful music, nice memories, but one thing that's left behind is trash. unfortunately. And that happened with this concert also. We can go on and blame and people, but the truth is that we have to act with
So true.
responsibility. We love the fact that it's so clean. We can do a little bit.
So true.
Yeah.
And, we'll post the videos praising the authorities for working night and day to keep it clean, but they shouldn't have to. It's on us.
Yes.
But speaking of good gestures, I want to jump into our next story. I saw this yesterday, but I believe it happened a week or two ago. So Khabib was in town for UFC.
Of course.
Retired, obviously, but the GOAT of the sport. We saw photos of him in Dubai. He was at the games. He actually works for the gym here. So we saw those videos, but it was only yesterday that the director of tourism at the Department of Culture and Tourism, Abu Dhabi, Saleh Al Geziry, he shared a photo of Khabib and his mum in hospital.
I saw that. It was
Yeah.
so warm, right?
So sweet. So his mom is in hospital and Khabib went to visit. And we shouldn't try and guess what happened, but we know that Salah is a big fan of UFC. If you go back through his Instagram feed, he has supported the sport over the years. We remember Khabib's journey in the UFC here in Abu Dhabi. He beat McGregor back in 2018 before he retired from the sport. So he has a massive history of UFC here in Abu Dhabi for his career. So you imagine that their relationship has gone on for a couple of years.
Big, busy guy, but still has the time for these special little moments, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So super sweet that throughout everything that was going on, they have this strong relationship and that he took the time to go into his mom.
Guys, and he's a UFC fighter. Big, bulky fighter, but a really warm, gentle heart. Also, a nice reminder for all of us that we all try and act busy. Oh my God, life's so busy. But he's a big guy and he could still kind of take out the time that was needed for his friend and for his mom.
I remember we used to share videos over the years of McGregor when he was in Dubai and Khabib when he was in the UAE. And the feedback on Khabib is always, tenfold because people understand that he's a warm human. And this is just a great example of that. So super sweet that if you're super duper busy, this is the reminder that we
Guys,
can all take the time.
There's always time.
Yeah.
There's always time.
If you think you don't have time for your mom or your brother or your sister, if Khabib has got time.
And your friend.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, imagine. That's amazing. Yeah. I love those kind of stories. I feel like I want my feed on social media to be filled of such stories. Busy day, lot of negativity. You see that post and it kind of makes you feel better about people and life in general, right?
So true.
Yeah.
So true. Something that didn't make people feel that better this week, but we have a little bit of an update that might make you. So news went live this week that Abu Dhabi school fees could hike to a max of 15%. We have found that to be not true, but there has been a change in the school fee structure.
I get triggered when there's a conversation about school fees going up. Like, what again? Really?
Fair, but I think what ADIC, which is the school governing board in Abu Dhabi, what they're trying to do is just establish kind of a transparent system that's consistent across all schools, so you won't be triggered by a random fee change. You won't be triggered by any kind of additional fees throughout the year because it's all going to be consistent and regulated.
No, I love the fact. In fact, last year, Casey, I'm just reading up and figuring out if that's there was a school fee hike in Dubai as well, and it was really organized. We were informed about it in advance. There was a fixed percentage. I think it was about 5%, if I'm not wrong, but it was done in a very organized fashion so that the parents can manage their expenses. They know that it's coming ahead, and it was 5%. So I like the fact that the Abu Dhabi authorities have an organized process around it. They know that the schools are going to stick to the guardrails given by the authorities, and the parents are not going to be served with surprises, right?
Right, so parents can actually relax in this case because what they've said is private schools in Abu Dhabi can't raise tuition fees, even in exceptional cases, and they have to meet kind of specific conditions. For example, the schools must have demonstrated financial losses over the past 2 years and provide statements to prove that. Or they must have been in operation for 3 years with a valid license. So it's actually going to be difficult for the schools to raise the fees.
You need to meet the criteria and justify why you're raising the school fee. Yeah.
So relax, moment for parents on school fees. And there's also additional information on registration fees. And if you want to check it, it's all on Lovin Abu Dhabi on the feed.
Yeah, guys, Lovin Abu Dhabi's Instagram has all the deets as always. So there's going to be some stuff that we're going to be covering on the show, but there's a lot that rest on the Lovin Abu Dhabi Instagram page, on the newsletter. Follow us to get to know your city better.
And in line with getting to know, you know what happens all the time, whether you're in Dubai or Abu Dhabi, amazing events come through and you see the videos after and you get the worst FOMO.
What's happening, right?
Because it's so busy.
There's Life of Pi. Tell me, really, have you like seen the movie, read the book?
Life of Pi?
Yes.
No.
Have you seen the movie?
No.
Casey, you have to see the movie. So I'm going for the Life of Pi live performance. It's probably rated as one of the best pieces of art in the last few years. New York Times rated it as one of the best screenplays. It's in the Etihad Arena this weekend. I'm going to watch that. It's so stunning. Every meaty, cool cultural stuff is happening in Abu Dhabi. Van Gogh's best art is coming to Louvre.
Right.
Life of Pi is happening this weekend, and Life of Pi is my favorite cinema. You know, this weekend, Casey, you either come with me to watch Life of Pi or you have to watch the movie.
I know. I think I need to watch the movie. But it's so hard to keep up because then you've got F1 coming in December and then in January. So I want to give you a bit of a heads up that it's like time to get your tickets for
movies and
concert
I
series
love that
in Abu
idea.
Dhabi. Yes. Have you heard of how they work it?
So I saw a little bit of video because I was curious. What does this mean, movies in concert? And that's the whole idea is there's going to be a live orchestra that's going to play the background score of the music in Lion King and Jurassic Park. We've all grown up watching these movies, and those background scores are like iconic. They are the GOAT, right?
Right.
And to have an orchestra play it live while you watch the movie, I think it's going to be like cherry on top.
I think it just feels magic, and you don't know until you actually go and experience it in real life. I think it's kind of hard to put into words, but it feels very emotional, especially bringing us in like the nostalgia of the movies that we grew up watching. I think they're going to have Frozen as well. So like for kids today, as much as
what are the dates?
Kids.
Can we see the dates? Because I had a look at the dates. I think it's happening. Oh, okay. January 16th to 18th. There's so much happening in January. I mean, Abu Dhabi is getting the best of stuff. Like there's Coldplay. I am booked for Coldplay.
Right.
And then probably I'll have to book for movies and concert as well. Which 100%. One are you picking? I think I'm going to watch The Lion King.
So, well, no, this is the beauty of it. Is that they're all in one.
Yeah. And the tickets are pretty... Yeah, I mean, it starts at 75 dirhams. Not bad at all.
Not
like for
bad.
the family, like for a family of 3, for us, it's like a good weekend plan.
So
to
true.
Look forward to.
In terms of ticket prices, really not bad. They're on Etihad Arena and platinumlist.net.
Awesome. I'm on for this.
Let's take a breather, and we're in the middle of November, which is the best time to be in Abu Dhabi in the UAE.
Totally.
Like the weather is perfection.
Yeah.
But I think that brings us to the end of the show.
Well, yes, but you might not see us again, but you're going to see Lena and Anood doing a lot of chats, updating you. Make sure you follow us on Instagram, but also make sure that you follow the newsletter. That's Saima signing off. Thank you so much for joining us, guys.
Thank you so much for joining us on the Lovin Abu Dhabi show today. We go live every Thursday, so please tune in and let us know what you think in the comments throughout the show, because we love to read them.
Absolutely.
Have a beautiful day, and we'll see you next week on the also Lovin Dubai shout out show tomorrow morning. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Not surprised at all. Thanks, guys.
Thank you so much, guys. Bye-bye.
Thanks.